Hi, folks. This is Pete Friedman, the founder and publisher of CentralTrack.com. It is a couple minutes shy of 8 p.m. on Tuesday, May 19th. It's my father's 75th anniversary, so happy birthday to my dad. If not anniversary, birthday. So that's really cool. I am very excited about tonight. We've been doing these like nightly chats. What's up, Max? We've been doing these nightly chats here on our Instagram Live for, about 3-4 weeks now. They've been pretty fun. We've had a bunch of amazing guests. And tonight we've got a really cool guest as well. We've got my friend Gabe Sanchez, who's a guy I think many of you guys know. He is the owner and lead bartender at Black Swan Saloon. We are going to be talking to Gabe about the bar industry, how it's doing, and then also just the ways to have cocktail life to your home, like that you don't necessarily need it at a bar. So Gabe is here and welcoming him in. And there he is.
What up?
What's up, buddy?
I'm chilling, brother. How's it?
Things are okay. So we normally do this upstairs in my office area. Okay. Today we're in my kitchen with my fun vents.
You won't even take me upstairs? Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah, you are strictly a downstairs friend.
That's fair.
Gabe, I have known you for going on 10 years now. I remember when you opened Black Swan Saloon. I think I was one of your first customers.
That's true.
For those who don't know, what is Black Swan Saloon and what's the ethos of it?
Shit. I wasn't expecting. That was a good start. It's always been a neighborhood bar first, right? It's all about the people that come in there all the time. Obviously, it's small, but the ethos is trying to do the best job we can for a small amount of people as possible, and that's kind of a weird idea. It seems like counterintuitive as far as this industry, but when you do it that way, it lasts a lot longer for people. You build stronger relationships with people. 10 years, you and I, normally a bar, not every bar, but a lot of bars, you go in, you have a drink and a experience, and boom, you're gone. You never see them again. And 10 years ago, Deep Ellum, obviously, it was empty for the most part, right? So you could do that, and it kind of slowly grew from there. So,
well, I think you've made a name for yourself over the years, not just as a kind of master cocktail craftsman, but also as just a very personable guy. I think that's what people love about coming to your spot, is there's a real personal aspect, and then also that extra service thing. I know one of the things that floored me about Swan early on was just I'd walk in there and you'd have my drink ready for me.
Right.
And, that's kind of like the platonic ideal of a regular spot. And,
right.
That's kind of a really important aspect to you.
It is, dude. And, a lot of that stuff, back when we first started, that really wasn't a thing, right? And I came from, the Ghost Bar thing and the nightclub thing. It was about getting as many people in as possible and getting them out and then doing it over and over and over again. Yeah. Where this was, no, dude, I wanted to do something completely different. I wanted to get to know every single person, and good and bad. You know about a lot of people, and it's cool because people have gotten, have had first dates there, got married. People have got married, actually married there. There's kids, that come out of these relationships, dude, and you get to know people on a deeper level than you would.
So I went on one of my first dates with my now fiance there, and now she's my fiance.
You're welcome.
So I think the move is, you take the one to Black Swan.
Right. Yeah. Or you'll know pretty much right away. They're like, fuck this place, and then you're like, oh yeah. This person's probably smart, but it's been rad, dude. We've been super lucky on what we've accomplished and what we've been able to do. So it's been a lot longer than I thought.
I think that's part of why I was so excited to have you on here, is because I think there's such a personable aspect to what you do, and it's been missed. the last couple months, since the shutdown orders went into place in March. I know you were going to celebrate the 10-year anniversary
We
of Black
almost,
Swan.
yeah, we almost made it.
You almost made it.
Yeah, April 1st of all days, like April Fool's Day, to start a bar was probably an interesting idea. But yeah, dude. So yeah, I mean, it's been weird. Like you're so used to spending so much time with people
Yeah.
and around just everybody and around that energy, and all of a sudden it's gone. It's like it took a little bit of time to just realize like, okay, fuck, like now what do we do? One, like as far as bringing money in and all that stuff, everybody's got families. Two, like how do you connect with people? Like it's one thing to be able to text or whatever, but it's a whole different thing when you're sitting across from somebody and you start to talk, and then those conversations, they can go millions of places, and people, some people, not every person, but people will come into bars looking for solace or looking for that type of thing, dude. So it's been a little weird that way.
Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on is because, I've been missing the bar life. I think I'm a professional bar fly.
Right.
It's part of my job. So, I ran into you earlier today because I stopped in to grab one of your mixes. So I'm going to grab it out of the fridge here. But why don't you can you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing? Because you haven't been open, but you have been running some kind of commerce throughout this. You've been doing
you can go and grab that stuff, dude. Been trying to stay busy and trying to do on a smaller scale the stuff that we do at the bar, but make it in a sense that you could do it at the house. Where it's kind of, don't take this the wrong way, Pete, but a little dummy proof. Where you could pick up a glass and turn it upside down. Theoretically, you should be able to do this. And, if you're making it for your fiance or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, somebody want to be your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever too, like this should help you out. It should be a lot easier. But
over the course of the chat, I want to do two things. One, I want to make one of the drinks with this concoction that you've got.
Okay.
And then I also want to kind of go through my pantry and my fridge, and then we'll make another totally random drink.
All right, fair enough.
I like a surprise face, as if I didn't tell you this was the premise weeks ago.
Yeah.
But what do we have here? This is one of your kind of juices.
So that's blueberries, fresh lemon, a little bit of simple syrup. Yeah. So basically what I did is ran a lot of blueberries through a juicer over and over and over again. It's kind of why it's got that color. And then added, basically made like a lemonade. So, excuse me. But the idea, like what kind of booze you got?
Okay, so I've got out here in front of me in my freezer, I've got some Tito's.
Okay.
But then I've also got some Espolon.
Okay.
Some Bud, and I've got some, your recommendation, the Citadel Gin.
Absolutely, dude. So what are you feeling? You feeling vodka? You feeling gin? You feeling?
I think, you mentioned that gin would be good with this, and I took a couple sips because you said you could drink it on its own.
Yeah.
And you can. It's basically a juice.
Yeah, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B. It's good for you, Pete.
I love it. I need the vitamins. So, okay, so let's make a gin drink with this mix, right?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what do you got to? You have a shot glass? You got anything like that?
I've got a number of things. I've got kind of just a normal glass.
Okay. We'll need
I've got
that.
kind of a highball. I've got a rock glass. I've got a shot glass.
Okay. Let me see that shot glass.
Shot glass.
Okay. Cool. So that's like a 1 ounce shot glass, basically.
I'm not sure.
Let me see.
It's one and a half.
Okay. So
1.5.
1.5. Oh, even better. All right. So first thing you need to do is take one of those glasses and fill it with ice. Actually, fill them both with ice. The bigger glasses.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one.
Both? What, two of them?
Yeah.
You want both these filled with ice?
Yeah. Yeah. Just do one. Do one's fine.
Okay. All the way.
All the way.
All right, we're good.
That's perfect. So take that shot glass, fill it up with gin.
This is great. This is like a Bon Appetit video.
Yeah, don't drink that by itself. Or maybe drink a little bit just in case.
Can I try it?
Yeah. It's
I like
good.
it. I've never had this before.
Yeah, it's fine. So take that, put it inside the glass with ice. Yeah,
Dump it in here.
dump it in there. So that's probably like a 12-ounce glass. So see where your See where your forefinger's at?
My what?
Your forefinger on your right hand.
On my right hand, yeah.
Yeah. So take the blueberry stuff and fill it up to where your forefinger is on your right hand.
So I'm basically doubling
Oh, yeah.
up.
Sorry, your left hand. Your left hand. Whatever the hand is that
So
you're holding.
so right up to here.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I forgot this thing's mirrored.
Okay.
Kyle.
A little more. That work?
Yeah. So take that other glass.
We're gonna mix it up.
Yeah, we're gonna mix it up.
Just kind of dump it back and forth.
Back and forth. Piece of cake. Without spilling it. Maybe a couple more times.
So far, I'm still
What's up?
good.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, one more time. One more time as a group. All right, cool. Do you have any soda water or anything like that?
We do. Let me give you a little tour of the fridge.
Yeah, let's take a walk.
Well, we're right here. So we've got a bunch of options. We've got some eggs, juice, half and half. We've got these Waterloos. I was thinking that summer berry.
Yeah. Use that Waterloo.
This summer berry flavor.
Yeah. Hey, Pete, and don't take this the wrong way, but I did not expect your fridge to look that nice.
You know what's funny is my fiance knew we were doing this, and she basically styled the kitchen.
Great idea.
Yeah. So okay, so pop this open. What? Just fill it to the top.
Pop it on top. You're done.
No mixing after that point. No stirring or anything.
You're done. You're done after that.
Okay. There's not much room, but it's definitely kind of.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, perfect. So if you have a straw, take it, dump it straight in. If not, just take a sip off.
But just take a sip.
Yeah.
That's great, and I think that the berry flavor works well with the berry flavor.
Berries and berries.
Berries on berries on berries on berries. So
berries
what do you?
Berries makes it very good.
You've been doing since kind of day one,
right?
Of the lockdown,
right?
In what, like mid-March, when it was announced that the bars were going to be closed. You started doing concoctions like these,
right?
How often are you selling them? How many different kinds are you offering?
Yeah. So I first started doing Bloody Marys. Like I hadn't done Bloody Marys.
Yeah. Uncle Gabe's Bloody Mary mix.
Exactly. Yeah. So I used to do it 5-6 years ago. I did batches for Thanksgiving, and to gallons of whole 9 yards. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I did that. And I was like, well, maybe somebody might be into that. What was that face?
No, it was phenomenal. I was like, woo, yeah, I like it.
So, all right, I'm watching, so you know. But yeah, I hadn't done it in a while. Let's see if it'll work. And, most people like Bloody Marys, and, a lot of people were getting up early and, like, needing a morning drink. And if I still drank, I'd fucking need a morning drink. But, actually, I do need a fucking morning drink. But, did that, and then I was like, oh, yeah, well, could do the old-fashioned stuff, but obviously I can't sell any booze right now. So what I did is I'd made the syrup, the sweet part, the bitter part, put it together, and then sent that out to kind of do it like we would do the infusion stuff at work, because that's always popular. Yeah. And people they would understand what that is if they've been in. They're like, oh yeah, we've had this, we've had that, and it made sense. So. And
I've seen you're also, like your Instagram is filled with recipe suggestions like the one you just walked me through.
Yeah, and sometimes I do a couple videos here and there, and I was a little snarky the other day, and if you want to see me get a little fired up, I tried to do. I was going to use that as a, my pitch for a show on the Travel Channel, but apparently you can't fucking cuss on the Travel Channel. Hi, Maddie. And
yeah, you know what? But you're getting an Instagram Live on Central Track. So it's basically the same thing. No, okay. So you've been doing, but it's not just these mixes that you're doing. We also have Black Swan bitters.
Yeah. So that's what is that?
Dude, I took a taste of this. It's the pecan and chocolate.
Yeah. So it's like
It's
the
phenomenal.
yeah pecans. I made a simple syrup with pecans and then added chocolate bitters to it. So in theory, you take like that shot glass you just had.
Should I do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What up, Rich? Okay. Fill that with bullet.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be freaking wasted by the time this live is done.
Yeah, we'll all be fine. You guys would do me a favor if you're watching this. Will you have a shot with Pete? There you go.
Yeah.
You have a shorter glass that's kind of like this. Yeah, perfect. Fill that with ice.
So nice. You got it. How am I doing? How's my bartending skills? Am I fast enough?
What's that?
Am I fast enough? How are my skills so far?
You have a lot of wasted movement, Pete. I'll be honest with you, but we'll work on that.
All right, I got ice.
Perfect. Now grab some bullet. Yeah,
Oh.
dump it in there, and then get. Go ahead, set that down. So that towel. Is that your right hand or your left hand?
This is my right hand.
Okay, cool. So grab that
And this
shot
is my
glass.
girlfriend wanted me to use this. It says, "Bitch, I am the secret ingredient."
I like that. I need to borrow that.
Okay, so what am I doing?
Okay, so take that syrup and then fill it maybe a quarter of the way into that shot glass.
Okay. Just about a quarter of the way?
Yeah, so basically what you want is a half an ounce. Yeah, I'll tell you when to stop. A little bit more. There you go. Let me look.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good. Dump it right on top of the bullet. And then if you have a spoon or a fork or something, just get that ice to spin around.
And this is when I do that, like, this guy, right?
Yeah, you're not mate, but whatever.
All right, so just kind of stir it around.
Yeah, perfect. And then what you need to do is you have like tap water or something like that?
Yeah, we got tap water, we got sparkling water, we got, you know what else we have?
What do you got here?
Is we kind of recreated Black Swan spa water.
Nice. Don't use the spa water.
Okay.
Use just a little, like a spoonful of regular water.
Okay.
Put it on top of the
A spoonful? You said a spoonful?
Yeah, spoonful.
Okay. Just dump that in?
Dump it right in. And then stir it up. Yeah. Go ahead, stir it up.
What does that do? Does that activate the bitters somehow?
It dilutes it a little bit because normally when you're stirring stuff up, you're going to get that water or the ice is going to dilute a little bit and you pour it in. So what you're kind of cheating the step a little bit. And then, yeah, you're done.
And that's good to go?
Yeah, l'chaim.
L'chaim.
Oh, by the way, did I tell you congratulations on the fiance thing too?
No, and we even already talked about it. You were such a jerk about it.
So were you nervous?
No, because she knew it was coming.
Right.
We've been talking about it for a while. And then basically what happened is she kind of bullied me into it because she knew it was coming. We were under quarantine. I had tweeted out, I was like, is it worse to propose to your girlfriend during quarantine or on the Jumbotron at a sports game?
Right.
Asking for me. And Twitter in general was like, bad move, man, bad move.
Yeah.
But she saw it and she thought it was a cute idea. And then one night, honestly, we were just drunk around the place. And she was like, what, are you showing off the painting? She asked, she was like, is the ring in the house? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, if I find it, will you ask? And I said, sure. So it was like 2 a.m. and we were playing hot and cold around the apartment to find the place, or to find the ring. And
What time?
We were playing hot and cold, you know, hot and cold where you walk.
What time?
You're hungry. What?
I thought you said, what time in the morning was this? What time of night it
It
was?
was like 2 a.m, you know, super romantic hour.
No, absolutely.
And yeah, and then she found it in my backpack, and I was down on my knee when she turned around. So it was pretty cool.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. So these are I have 2 phenomenal drinks.
We'll give one
One's
to
a
him.
different vibe, though. One's very like you do. There's a lot of fruity drinks at Black Swan, then this is more feels like more in the infusion
Yeah.
thing. That's phenomenal. That pecan and chocolate bitters is really something else.
Thank you.
What are other applications for something like that beyond booze?
Beyond booze, I mean, yeah, you can use that in coffee. You could,
Okay.
yeah, you can use it with maybe. Excuse me, not the pecan one might be a little weird in soda, but like the apple one, the peach one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, any that you know with whiskey obviously makes sense, but with rum it's killer, dude. With anejo tequila, reposado tequila, it's really good. So
Now explain this to me because you quit drinking a couple years ago.
right,
You were a drinker when you launched Black Swan. And then a
right,
couple years in, you're like, done.
right.
How does one like that seems kind of antithesis, right? It seems like you need to taste the concoction to know that it tastes good. Is
Right.
it just that you've been doing it so long that you know the flavor palettes, or like because there's new boozes all the time.
Right.
Are you tasting those boozes? Like how are you able to be a like? It'd be one thing I think if you were like a shot and beer guy, you know. But there's some intricate flavor palettes into what you do.
Right. Well, you know, I'll
How do you do
taste
that?
booze. You know, I'll taste booze and stuff like that. It's like, it's not that, you know, it was something that I swore off completely. And I was like, if I have a drink, I'll spiral and, you know, end up somewhere,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. It was just one of those things where, like, say I hadn't seen you in a while, right?
Yeah.
You
Like
come
just
in, yeah, exactly, right? Have a shot with you, and then somebody else comes in, have a shot with them. And then new person,
Yeah.
have a shot with them. You know, so it was going, you know, for the first couple of years, you know, it was, you know, maybe 5, 6 shots. Then it turns into 8 shots, 10 shots, you know, every night. That starts to add up, dude. So, you know, it was one of those things where you'd wake up, you'd feel like shit, and then, you know, you would kind of pull yourself to work, and then what do you want to do when you're super hungover is have a beer, and then whatever, you're back on that thing. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to stop drinking for a little bit and see what happens. And
Is that well? I'd say on the one hand, that means you're not playing America's favorite game show during quarantine, which is, am I hungover or do I have the coronavirus?
right, right,
Which is a very real thing that I think a lot of people are dealing with. But no, I think that notion, you know, I think bartending can be kind of I mean, it can be a dangerous lifestyle in that way that you described it.
it is, dude. And you know, not to get too far over there, but you know, a lot of, you know, people, bartenders, servers, chefs, shit like that. You know, a lot of us tend to be a bit self-destructive, anyways. You know, and you know, when you get that many those type of people around each other, you know, and I'm the same way, dude. Like I used to, you know, like if 2 shots was good, then fucking 15 was way better, you know, and then you know, and it's just fuck it type of thing, you know, when you're younger and you're crazy. You know, so you know this industry tends to lend itself to that, you know, and next thing you look up and 10 years later you've drank, you know, 10 years of your life away, dude, and you're like, fuck that shit. So, you know, I started to get a little bit older, and then, you know, got married, have kids, you know, you're like, wait, you start to look at life a little bit different. And not that there's anything wrong with going out and getting drunk, especially right fucking now. Like, you're like, dude, I need to let loose a little bit, you know, and I think that's a lot. You know, it's a lot of the reason why some people are maybe opening, whether it's a good idea or not a good idea. I don't fucking know. I'm not a, you know, I'm
Yeah.
not a doctor.
Well, actually, I drove through Uptown like this evening on my way back to my place, and the patios were hopping. Like Deep Ellum is still pretty calm,
Right.
I feel like, but Uptown it was like wild. And you know, I understand the desire. I think that no one's gonna. We all want to go out. We all miss our friends. But I do know from talking to you that, you know, so Governor Abbott, after having opened restaurants to 25% capacity,
Right.
a couple weeks ago, and then this week it's going to be 50% capacity. Bars are allowed to open at 25% capacity. Is Black Swan going to be open on Friday?
No. Hold on. Let me answer this real quick. Hey, Jesse, it's
So the question, just so, because in case it doesn't, I don't think it saves the comments when we save the video. So the question was, how has your life improved since sobriety, and do you find yourself more focused?
it has. Since I got sober, you know, so let me just walk you through this real quick, and then we'll be done with this.
Yeah, no, let's do it. 'Cause I think that's an interesting part of your story. Like, I think it's surprising to hear that a bartender is sober.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that do that. You don't need to be drunk. You don't need to get wasted to make sure people have fun in this industry. You know, it's like, you know, and the scary thing is, like, you don't want necessarily somebody that's giving people booze to be all fucking liquored up in the first place. It's dangerous, dude. And then, you know, like, people get off of work at 4 a.m. and they're having shots, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're driving home. It's not a good idea, dude. I was sober when I drafted that Tecmo team. To answer that question,
we'll get into Tecmo talk later.
Yeah, I have been more focused since then, and you know, once I, you know, whether it was kind of what happened or not, but as soon as I stopped drinking and I was able to concentrate and do shit, the business completely went where how it was doing. It went up.
Really, I was going to ask that if business changed.
Yeah, and you know, so it you know, that's, for me personally, it worked. It's not for everybody, but for me, yeah, it did. It worked big time. But to get to,
congrats. I think that's a tough decision to make, and it's certainly a tough decision to stick to. Right, the temptation is around you every night.
Yeah, you know, but the hardest part, dude, was the first couple months. You know, people were used to me drinking. You know, like a lot, and you know,
I remember when you introduced me to pickle shots in like year 1.
Yeah, you know, like that was one of those things. Like, it didn't matter who you were. I could drink your fucking ass on the table, and that's all there was. Period. Like, I don't know if that's something to be super excited about, but that's what it was. But once I stopped, you know, I was able to get up early and do all this other bullshit, and you know, then everything else cleared up. But that's kind of the way. Yes, Jameson Pickleback's like.
So let's talk about Friday, because bars are reopening on Friday at 25% capacity. I think there's a lot of question there. Like, this is a question we had about restaurants reopening. Like, does it even make sense? Right. Now, I did talk to Jay Jerrier of Cane Rosso right before the restaurants opened. Right. And his stance was, it's better than nothing, and they can make a profit with proper staffing if they do 25% well. But he did wait. They didn't open immediately. They kind of watched for some best practices, right, and then got to where they need to be. And I believe they're now about to open all the Cane Rossos and Zoli's. I don't know if they're doing 50%. They're doing like a small percentage. Right. Black Swan is not Truck Yard. It is not the Rustic. It is not a big place. Right. It's tiny. Yeah. So how are you approaching this? So, you know, like, to go back to the first part of it, you know, like, somebody like Jay is a responsible person, right? Yeah. You know, he has a lot to lose, right? You know, so you have to, like, somebody like Jay, when you sit down, you know, like, he started in a pizza truck in the back of, you know, a pizza oven in the back of his truck and turned it into this fucking empire. So you know, you need people that have that kind of forethought, that are going to be, okay, cool. Well, we can't just be like, fuck it. They said we can do it, so let's do it. Yeah. You know, you need somebody that's, okay, well, how does my decision affect everybody else? How does it affect the people that work for me? How does it affect the people that come in? And then what happens after that? So, like, for me, for instance, 25%, and then being able to spread those people over 6 feet areas, whatever the fuck. Like, in, you know, 12 or 25% in my place is 12 people, right? It's not a lot. You know, and then when you spread them out, it's more like 8 people.
So,
Yeah.
do I really want to open, even though I love these motherfucking people, do I really want to open and for 8 people? And then also, Ted, the guy who's the door guy, has to stand outside, and now he has to have this elongated conversation with people about why they can't come in when, it was already a pain in the ass when I would tell them to stop when we had 40 people in. What's going to happen when there's only 8? And
What is the capacity at Black Swan? So it's like 50?
49.
Okay.
Yeah, not 50, not 45, 49. I don't know. But just kind of a random side note, the Sazerac bar inside the Roosevelt Hotel in New Orleans also has occupancy of 49.
Okay.
Completely coincidental, has nothing to do with anything. It's just one of those things. But, am I comfortable having to have somebody stand out there and have these conversations with people? And, when people start to get drunk and they start to not necessarily, like we've seen people, how they're reacting to not getting their way. When they, when somebody thinks maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of anecdotes about just, people, it becomes the whole kind of political stunt almost.
Exactly, dude. And, I love people named Karen, but what happens when fucking Karen can't come in and she gets Ted's face and starts screaming? Like poor Teddy's going to stand there and then all of his shit's going to get sprayed on. Do I want him standing out there by himself and dealing with that shit? No. Can I be 2 places in 2 times? I have 1 time. I can't do that either. So you wait until they open it up a little bit more, or it's safer. I'd rather it be November, December, and somebody be like, dude, you are such a fucking pussy. It was all about nothing. All you had to do was open up. Like, why were you so scared? I love you, Karen. I said, I love Karens. You're from Canada, so it doesn't even fucking matter anyways. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
So you're not opening on Friday?
No, yeah, that's for sure not opening on Friday. Like, I'd rather it get November, December and be like, God, I could have just opened it. It'd been fine, as opposed to November, December and having a ventilator and being like, fuck, if I just would have waited 2 weeks, maybe things would have changed. So,
how do you, it seems like, at least to a degree, though, your decision is very much based on, I think, pragmatism, but also your specific circumstance, right? Like, if you were an outdoor patio bar, your thoughts might be a little different.
Yeah, and if I was somebody like, the Rustic or whatever, where I have acres of land and people can fucking move out and spread out, then, okay, I would look at it a little bit differently. But, I'm not. These people, the whole idea, the whole allure, for the lack of a better term, of coming into like a place like mine is the closeness. Like, we have to be close to each other. We have to have a conversation. And when you have to be way in the fuck over there and way in the fuck over there, like, it loses. Like, I mean, you've been in there when it's dark. Would you want to stand 10 feet away from my pretty face when you can be fucking 2 feet away? Probably.
No, I want to be as close to your pretty face as possible.
You want to be as close as to my pretty face. Like, you're not the only fucking person, Pete. You're not the only straight guy that wants to be close and be like, hey,
how's you handsome Gabe for a reason?
It's like, it's one of those things. So until people can get a little bit closer to my pretty face, maybe it's not such a good fucking idea.
But there are also, like, so part of the regulation, right? I like to wink at the commenters. That was nice. Part of the regulations here, right, are that, and I haven't read it, I'll be honest, like, cover to cover, but I think you have. Like, there are some regulations, right? Like, parties have to be 6 feet apart, and I think the biggest one is no bar service. Like, you can't serve at the bar. Is that correct?
Right.
So, but that is Black Swan. Black Swan is a bar with a couple chairs beyond it.
That's the idea, yeah. So for me, it doesn't make sense. For somebody that it's a little bit bigger, yeah, it makes sense. And if you want my opinion, you want my advice, like, dude, just be fucking careful. Like, we're all hurting. Everybody is fucking hurting. Like, don't be short-sighted and be like, okay, cool, we can fucking make 10 grand today. Okay, you need to make a lot more money for an elongated amount of time. So make sure you're doing the right decision.
When, like, under what circumstances would you open? And are you going to be okay in the meantime?
Yeah, it's okay for right now. Like, obviously, we've had to change. Unlike everybody else, like, we've had to change our life. You know, it. You know, it's been tough, dude. Like, when people have been, people have been super kind about reaching out. And when people, you see the goodness in people in shit like this, where they have their own issues, they have their own stuff that they're fucking dealing with, but they're willing to give to other people. Like, that says a lot about people. So hopefully those people, there'll be a lot more of them and a lot more of us in general, and that will get everybody by in this next few weeks or month or however long it lasts.
Real quick, this gin blueberry drink is 100 comment. That is my fiance, who I handed the drink off to.
What'd she say?
She says the gin blueberry drink is 100 emoji. So well done. I got my dog here as well. Okay, so so you've been selling. Sorry about my dog. No, you've been selling the mixes. You've been selling the bitters.
T-shirts.
Another big part of the Black Swan model is T-shirt sales.
A lot of T-shirts.
So has that been? I mean, you're like a streetwear brand almost.
It's been fun, dude, and it's been a lot of fun to do it, and it's always trips me out. Where there's some people that'll do it, will buy the shirt and be like, yeah, I'll help you out, you fucking jack off. Like, I'll buy your T-shirt. There's other people that are buying it, and they're like, there's nothing cooler than just saying that out somewhere. You're like, yeah, like people, it goes back to this whole the bar thing. Like, when somebody gets excited about what you're doing, there's nothing better. Like, the money part, that is what it fucking is, man. But when you're doing something and you're like, you sit down and you're like, God, this is what I think would be cool. Like, when you did Central Track, you're like, I really think this would be fucking cool. Yeah. Then a couple years later, whatever, there's 33,000 people that say, yeah, we think it's fucking cool too. Like, that's where it's at. All the money shit, whatever it is, what it is. But whether it's good.
Yeah, I think it's clear that people like you and me are in it for kind of the passion, right? It's the fulfillment, right, and the just kind of lifestyle almost. People have been asking, do you design the shirts yourself?
I come up with most of the ideas, and then because it's like music, I can't count to fucking 4. And Adobe Photoshop, I don't even know how to turn it on. But like, I would be like, hey, it would be fucking dope if we did this, this, and this, and this. And then you hand it off to somebody like Hunter, who is
Hunter Mooring.
Yeah, exactly. Who's extremely fucking good at that, and could turn stuff like, you like boom, boom, and then boom, boom, he's done. And you have the Joe Exotic ode to He-Man and our love letter to Oklahoma.
I didn't realize Hunter did that for you. That's cool. I think the biggest T-shirt hit of the quarantine for you, though, I think was the you've got your Clint Eastwood iconography,
right?
The painting behind you earlier.
Right.
I'm glad you took it down because I was a little worried about it on that perch. But yeah, so you put your 10-year anniversary shirt was him in a mask, right? Or was that just?
It just happened to work out, dude. I was like, it'd be fucking funny, like, if we put a mask on it. My little sister did that. Oh. Yeah. So she's super fucking talented, dude. But and it just it resonated. So. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. So I handed off the blueberry drink to my fiance, and I finished the whiskey drink.
All right. What else you got?
So now I think let's just make a random drink.
Okay.
With what I got in place.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to show you. We'll take a look at. Well, first, I'm going to turn the camera around.
Okay.
Here's kind of the booze I'm dealing with. We've got gin, bourbon, tequila. We've got some vodka in there above our frozen pizza. But I can give you a tour. We've got some frozen fruits and veggies in the fridge portion. Yeah, egg. We've got some juice. Looks like we've got some grapefruit juice beyond the orange juice.
Yeah, grab that grapefruit juice.
Grab the grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
All right. We have lemons and limes.
Yeah, grab that fucking Pete. Grab that fucking lime.
Grab that fucking lime. You got it. We've got ginger water, various waters, beer.
Wait, what kind of?
We've got some stuff over here. Say what?
What's the ginger thing? You said ginger.
It's just like a ginger sparkling water.
Yeah, sure. Grab that.
Let's grab that. I mean, we can take out anything that strikes your fancy.
Yeah.
We've got like a vinegar.
Go up. Right. Stop. What are those? Down.
These?
Stop. Yeah. What are those?
This is kimchi. These are jams. We've got a bunch of jams.
What kind of jams you got?
Blackberry reserves.
Yeah.
Black currant jelly.
Oh.
And fig. Any of those?
What else you got? What other jams?
Okay, we've got various.
What do you got?
Soy sauces and whatnot. I can show you the pantry too.
Yeah.
Should we head over to the pantry?
Yeah, let's take a walk.
Let's take a walk. I mean, it's not far. It's a modest apartment with dog toys on the ground.
Nice.
Let's see. I don't know. We've got some dry rubs.
No.
We've got some bitters, some vanilla, looks like some almond extract. But your bitters will probably take care of some of that.
Hey, grab that honey.
Grab that honey?
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
Anything else? Let's see.
Go down a little bit. What we got there? Salt Lake. Keep going to your left. And look at that peanut butter. Ooh, grab those amaretto cookies just as a.
You know what? It's empty.
Is there weed inside that amaretto?
No. I'm dry right now.
Yeah.
You want the peanut butter?
I mean, yeah, if you want to eat it.
Got it. Let's see.
Yeah, this cabinet is very impressive. Like it's faced. It's kind of. Oh, what's that? Go over to your left. Yeah. Down. What's in that?
Awesome.
What's in that jar in the back?
In the back? Hold on. I gotta like get my hands empty. What are you thinking? Like this stuff?
Now, what is that? Oh no, that's.
I have no idea what this is. I can get my girlfriend to come in. I think it's like rice.
Oh no, that's it's lentils. Dude, we don't.
We don't need lentils.
No, we don't need lentils.
We've got some vinegars. We've got some apple cider vinegar. Anchovies. You ever make a drink with anchovies?
No, I put them on pizza.
Okay. Do we need anything else here?
No, I think that'll work.
Okay. I'm gonna bring all this back. Grab this. So we've got a few things. We've got a lime. We've got grapefruit juice. We got honey. We got peanut butter. And we got booze.
All right. Put the peanut butter back.
Okay. I'll just move it. I'm not gonna go all the way back.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Do you want to do tequila? Or you want to do you want to do vodka?
I want to do whatever you think the best.
Well, I'm not gonna drink it.
I mean, Cora, my dog. This is my dog, by the way.
Oh, it's a cute dog.
Yeah.
Maybe a treat.
I think I got to give her a treat to shut her up. So we got these doggy things. You're putting the picture back up.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't fall.
There you go. All right. So what do we got? Did you have any questions about any of that stuff? Because my fiance is here right now. But
No.
okay.
No, is she drinking?
No. So what?
Is she drinking still, or?
Yeah, she's drinking the blueberry ginger.
Okay, good.
All right. So what are we doing here? We've got grapefruit.
Right.
We've got some honey. We got some lime.
Right.
We got some drinks. The ginger water.
Okay, cool.
Well, I also have some like fruits and veggies.
Oh, that's a great.
Like some actual ginger.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right. So the idea when you're making this stuff is balance, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when you think about it, whatever flavors you want to do, whether it doesn't matter what it is, right? But first you have to, right? This is a stick, right? So the booze part is always going to be the heavy part, right?
Right.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Because it has the strongest taste. It has
Yeah.
all of
It's
that.
forward.
Exactly. So what you have to do with the other parts is you have to balance that out, the ancillary parts, whether it's juice and sweetener, or sour and sweet, or whatever the fuck. So whenever you're doing that, just remember, hey, what's up, Beep? You got to remember that that's what you have to do. So
Okay.
let's go ahead. Let's get the booze part going. Grab another
Can I
glass.
get some ice going in glasses?
What's that?
Can I get some ice going?
Yeah. Same thing. Same basic ideas we did last time.
All right, let me grab. All right, so 2 glasses, fill one with ice.
Right.
All right.
Do you know how we're doing it? Does anybody know how we're doing in Tecmo right now?
So they delayed the start.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I will say, Gabe and I, one way that we have been distracting ourselves from the lack of sports, as 2 big sports fans, and the lack of nightlife entertainment, is that we have been participating in a Tecmo simulation that our friend Gray Wilcox put together. Basically, we did a fantasy football draft. This is the nerdiest thing ever. We drafted like fantasy football teams, and Gray put them onto rosters, and then we're watching simulations of our rosters playing each other on Twitch.
It's easily the coolest thing I've ever done. Fantasy football plays.
I mean, it's the nerdiest thing. So if you explain it to someone who doesn't care about football or fantasy sports or video games, they just glaze over.
Yeah.
However, if anyone's interested in this stuff,
Yeah. If you,
they're just like, what? I mean, we've created fantasy football out of the ether, or Gray has created fantasy football out of the ether, and it's been a lot of fun. My team name is the Casino Pete's. You are the Black Swan, or the Dallas Black Swans.
yes, because very fucking.
Yeah, people can follow at Twitch TV or twitch.tv/Big D Tecmo.
It is fucking awesome. But the only bad.
And normally those games start at 8 o'clock every night, but tonight, because Gabe and I who are in the league, we are 2/16 of the league. They push it back to 9. So, and in 15 minutes, please switch over to the Twitch stream. But okay, I've got my 2 glasses.
All right, cool. So let's do this. Take an ounce and a half of that tequila. Let's put that in there.
Okay. So use the shot glass again.
Yeah.
Now, okay, can I ask you this though? Because you see that a lot with bartenders using their little measuring cup.
Right.
I know there's like stouts with timers and things like that.
Right.
Is there any way I could just eyeball it, or no? Like, what is there like a count method, or?
I mean, you can. It's one of those things like let's put it this way, dude. You've had a couple drinks, right? Right. I mean, that's obvious. Right. And don't take it the wrong way. But so, what your count might be at 8 o'clock, and your count what's going to be right now, are going to be 2 different things.
Okay.
You can still count to 3 or not. So, yeah. I always do that. Like, so other people will go the other way. So dump that in the ice.
Done.
Cool. So now what we need is we kind of have to get something a little sweet, a little sour, a little bitter, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to do equal parts, right, to get this thing to balance out. Right now it's still like this. So what we're going to do is take half a shot glass of that shot glass of honey, half a shot glass of that.
Half a shot glass of honey.
Yeah, and then fill the rest of it up with grapefruit juice.
Now, won't some of that get stick in there?
No, we'll get it out. Stop. Yeah.
So stop there.
Yeah, and then put
Pour that in?
Yeah, fill the rest of it up with grapefruit juice.
Okay. So right on top of the honey.
Yeah. Go all the way to the top. cool. So take that, dump it in the on top of the tequila. Take the backside of your spoon and scrape that honey out.
The backside, you mean like the bottom side?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Pete, I thought you wanted me to be fucking technical.
Yeah.
Backside.
All right, we're kind of out.
Okay, cool. Let me see.
It's like frothy.
Yeah, dope. So cut that lime in half.
Right down half, like vertically or horizontally?
Horizontally.
All right, we got half a lime.
Okay, so where's that shot glass at?
Right here.
Let me see it. So there's still a little bit of honey in there still, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So take and squeeze that lime into that shot glass.
All right. I think it's kind of a dry lime, actually.
Well, we've all been there, Pete.
This never happens.
No, yeah, it's oh god, if this wasn't live, I'd tell you some funny stories. Okay, that's good.
Okay, it's got a little bit of juice.
Let me see. Okay, that's perfect. So take that the spoon and give it a quick little rim job. Get the rest of that honey off of there. Yeah. Take that and dump it on top of the rest of the stuff.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's take a peek. Cool. Now go ahead and mix them back and forth a couple times.
Okay. Now, will the honey, like some of it's sticking to the glass, but most of it's kind of immersing in
Yeah.
Is there like a trick to this, or is it just
Normally? Okay, let me see that. Leave everything in that one, leave it in there, and then go ahead and take the backside of that spoon and just put it quick.
We definitely have like
We're not sticking. He's not forking in with anything.
We definitely have like a chunk of honey there.
Yeah, go ahead and get that honey out of there. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, very impressive.
Is this at all impressive?
No, but eye contact is fucking awesome.
All right.
All right, that's close enough. We get this idea. All right, taste it if it's too bitter or if it needs to be a little bit more bitter.
It's very honey forward, actually.
Right. Okay. Cool. So take another half a shot glass of grapefruit juice, dump it on there, spin it around again. Give it a quick "How's your father?"
What is that? How's your father?
Yeah, it's a technical term.
Okay. Did I stir it? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
I'm just losing ice cubes left and right.
Cool. Now fill it up with that ginger soda, and you should be good to go.
Ginger soda. Okay. Oh. And that'll really lighten it up.
I'm trying to fucking lighten things up over here, Pete. There you go. Now take that spoon and give it a couple.
Layering. Or should I stir it?
Yeah.
I kind of like the layering.
Yeah, but be a little gentle. Don't go finger fucking this thing up. There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
So what would you call this concoction?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't call it anything, Pete. I mean, we keep it.
What family is this in?
What were we drinking? Tequila?
We're drinking tequila, ruby red grapefruit, lime, honey, ginger water.
I mean, it's kind of like a Paloma, but kind of not. And it's kind of like I don't fucking know. See, told you.
That's really good.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No, you did it, Pete. I just stand here. I'm over here finger fucking around, and you're the one actually doing all the work. So,
Well, hey, this has been a lot of fun. I think if people, so we kind of touched on this a little earlier. Like, we don't know when Black Swan is going to be back.
right? Yeah.
How can people support in the meantime? What can they look out for? What are the hopes when Black Swan does return?
Right now, if let's put it this way, people have been super giving right now, and if there's something that I make that you can use and that you want to use, then cool. Like, please, for fuck's sake, buy it and drink it and have fun with it. But I don't want you to have to worry about. I don't want you to extend yourself to.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Central Track has been asking for Patreon and PayPal support. Yeah. And people hit me up and they're like, I don't have any money right now, but I'll hit you later. And I'm just like, no, like if you need your money, keep it. Yeah, it's like one of those things like, dude, like, I appreciate everything. If there's something that you like, there's one fucking thing, god damn it. If you, let me just tell you this. If you do order something, like especially something that has juice or any of that type of fun stuff in it, please, for the love of God, come fucking pick it up, because I have to throw it away if you don't. Okay, so the stuff you are selling,
right?
These mixes, these bitters,
right?
How can people order them? Cool.
So how it works is I will put up on Instagram and Facebook, hey, I'm making a batch this week. I'm gonna usually do it right around this time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's ready Saturday, Sunday for people to pick up, and then they can enjoy it the next week. That's kind of how it works. The T-shirt thing, as I remake them and get them, I post it just like that, and after that, once I post the T-shirts as they're coming, then you can order it, and I can send it to you. You can come pick it up, however you want to do it. Yeah, Patty, come pick up your fucking T-shirt.
But it's a pickup based business. You are socially distancing when people are coming to pick up.
Yeah.
What are the price points? Like, how much are you charging for this? How much are you charging?
So that's the 32-ounce juices are $12 a piece. So that's not.
That's a great deal.
Yeah. So you can get 5, 6, 8 drinks out of those. The bitters they come in pairs, $20 a pair. So
okay.
Each bitter jar, served bitter jar. Yes, Elliot, they're there. You need to come fucking pick it up.
Now, let me ask you this: is this something you might continue post quarantine?
Yeah, if it works out where it's like right now, it's hard, dude, because trying to do everything, myself to keep everybody, it's like it's one of those things to pass time too. But yeah, going forward, if I could do it where it makes sense, yeah, I would love to sell that stuff to people. Like, it's good. It's good for you. It's good for your skin. It's good for your fucking digestion. It's good for your heart. Like, I don't know what I got to fucking do right now, Pete.
You're doing great.
I appreciate it. Like, what do I got to do over here? Like, I'm trying to help you out.
You're doing great. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shot of whiskey, and we're going to sign off.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the shot glass. Take a little bit of the bitters, put it in there, and then put your bullet over the top of it.
I should have poured in the bitters first.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna fucking know. There you go. Give it a little.
How much bitters? Just a dash?
Yeah, just a little bitters. There you go.
Well, hey, Gabe, you are a celebrated and award-winning bartender. You're one of my favorite, if not my favorite, bartenders I've ever come across.
I love you.
I love you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Absolutely. For a Celtics-Lakers championship this year?
Yeah, because that's kind of how we first bonded. It was 2010, the Lakers-Celtics finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but, it's the difficult times we go through that we bond with one another through. Hey, cheers to you, Gabe.
Cheers, brother.
Please guys check out Black Swan Saloon on all social channels. I'm sure Gabe will keep you posted about his reopening plans as they come. In the meantime, support your neighborhood spots. Gabe is not some conglomerate. Gabe is a guy. Gabe is the owner of Black Swan. I'm the owner of Central Track. We are what we are. I have 24 seconds remaining, so I'm going to get going. But Gabe, thank you so much for your time. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all. Love y'all.
And we'll see you in our second one.
Go,
I love you, buddy.
Go Lakers.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it.